It's time to rock and roll. We're going to go out there and interview people, interesting people. First stop, very important, coffee. The Polish people are closed. They have great blintzes. Great. Oh, look, watermelons. Woo! So, coffee time. What are we going to have? I got nothing to say. I haven't had my coffee yet. So today I'm interviewing Eddie. Eddie is a dancer. I'm a dancer. So dancers attract dancers, apparently. So, Eddie has an interesting story about what?
About
courage, violence, coping, and dance, I think. Some time ago, something happened to him.
I don't remember it, but 3 guys came up from behind. They beat me over the head. I was found laying face down in the street.
And they just picked you at random?
They were looking specifically for somebody to rob that night.
Ah.
And I just happened to be crossing the street at the stoplight they were stopped at in the stolen van. But luckily, there were a few EMTs that were in the area. They didn't get a call. They were walking to a party, and they happened upon me laying in the street, and they're like, "Oh my God!" They had to reconstruct my head. They have a piece of titanium here, and there was a part over on the other side that was crushed in, and they actually had to pick bone fragments out of my brain. So my brother asked, would I be able to dance again? And I said, probably not. Not likely.
Or were you thinking about dance this whole time? Were you thinking about, oh my God, is my dance career over? What should I do?
When I first came to, I was nervous because we had a show coming up. And all I could think of was, well, when can I go back to work? And I kept asking that, and they said, Eddie, just relax, you're going to be here for a while. When can I go back to work? Because we have a show. It took me a while, and I had to realize that I wasn't going to be doing that show.
How long were you in the hospital?
Just 2.5 weeks. But I made a remarkable recovery. Everybody, all the doctors were like amazed. They credited it to me being a dancer, being in such great shape physically, and our bodies are constantly healing because we're
constantly breaking, injuring.
We're doing things to them every day. We're testing the limits, pushing the limits. So your body's just programmed to heal.
Did they ever find those?
Yes, yes. And I didn't want to know anything about them. I just wanted it clear out of my mind. I don't have any personal vengeance against them. They don't know me. They weren't attacking me. But I think that I'm glad it was me and not somebody else, because I was able to recover and make a pretty decent recovery from it, and maybe someone else might not have, so I gladly take that blow. I didn't see myself in the mirror for a good week and a half, but when I finally did, I cried so hard, because I looked like a nightmare. And I was like, I hope they didn't shave my head, because I won't be able to, I'll have to wear a wig for the performance.
But kind of maybe a blessing that you kept thinking about the performance and about dance and about getting back to dance.
I
probably shielded you a lot.
At least I had something that I was going to miss, and I didn't want to miss that.
What is life like after the accident? And how have you been able to let go of any kind of negative feeling or fears that you have? Are you afraid to walk in your neighborhood?
Yeah, fears. So I certainly did get really nervous. I'd panic if I noticed that the sun was starting to set.
Do you find there are new ways that come about? Just to sort of, when you sort of lose facility of one sense, other senses sort of heightened. Is there anything that's happened like that? Where you find you're a little bit better at things that you didn't need to be better at before?
Other than the small jumps, the fast beats and stuff in class, especially to the left, it'd still be an off day where I trip over my legs, but it's not a big deal. I don't even feel right complaining about it. I don't complain about it. It's like,
I think a lot of people would have taken a lot of bitterness and
the blame game is just damages your soul. It's not good for you. It weighs yourself.
it isn't good
down.
for your dance either.
Right, and
Yeah.
it's actually a whole lot of baggage to hold on to, and it's too heavy, and I have to be light. I had to find a way to get rid of that weight, and the best way I could think of is just it just happened. It's behind me, and I don't carry it with me. I just left it where it was. Is this really my reality? This doesn't happen. This never happens. It's like winning the lottery. It doesn't happen to people that you know. You just hear about it happening. Not that I felt lucky, but I've never really won something or had something that remarkable happen to me. But I did. I mean, that was a truly remarkable thing that happened to me.
Beautiful day on this post-Memorial Tuesday.
Yeah.
Well, I like the little cops of bridge. It's like saying the word cops. And gazebo. Great word.
Gazebo.